Look at this delicious dish. This is a peanut noodle dish that they serve in a lot of restaurants here in Hollywood and Beverly Hills. It's basically loads of peanut butter and oil, crushed peanut butter on top, some green onions, and that's about it. But it tastes so good because there's a whole lot of peanut butter. This particular dish is around 30 grams of fat per person. And I thought today I could make the Chinatown Nutty Noodle dish for you. It's filled with flavor. We're going to teach you how to put some volume in it and not use all this peanut butter. So let me go through what the ingredients are for the Chinatown Nutty Noodles. You're going to start with 2 cups of spaghetti. It can be whole wheat spaghetti or this white spaghetti. Each person gets a half a cup. So this is for 4 servings. Now instead of using 2 cups of peanut butter, I'm using 4 tablespoons. And each of these tablespoons, that will cost you 1 protein and 1 fat. But well worth it once in a while when you want to have a very special dish and you're really focusing on your food mover. Now we have here 1 cup of chopped celery. And if you notice, all in between the celery are the celery leaves that I chop up very fine because they add a lot of flavor. And remember, the original dish did not have any celery in it. We're bulking up on free vegetables. This is free. Then our next ingredient is water chestnuts, and they're hardly no calories at all. This is an 8-ounce can of water chestnuts. You rinse them, and then you stack them up, and with a light little knife, you cut and make them into matchsticks. So you can see here that they're in little matchsticks. Again, there was no water chestnuts in the original recipe, but again, I wanted to give you volume and flavor. One of the secrets I use for this noodle dish is instead of using all the peanut butter, I thin it down with 1 cup of fat-free chicken broth. You can also use vegetable broth for this, and it comes in the cartons or the cans. No calories. So you see so many things here don't have any calories. The celery, the water chestnuts, and your chicken broth. Now, we have 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. And that again will give it that rich, sort of an Asian flavor. And use the light soy sauce because it is much better to use. Then, I have 2 teaspoons of crushed garlic, and you can get them in these little jars. And then I have 2 teaspoons of the crushed ginger that also comes in the jar. The garlic and the ginger add incredible flavor to the peanuts. And then I sprinkle some of these chili peppers, these flakes, these dried flakes. They're very hot, so you don't need a lot. Let's go over everything one more time. 2 cups of pasta, 4 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 cup of celery, 1 8-ounce can of water chestnuts cut, a cup of chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of light sodium soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of crushed garlic, 2 teaspoons of crushed ginger, and some dried chili flakes. What do you say that we just make the dish? In a non-stick pan, I'm going to add the chicken broth. This is what is making the vegetables steam in a little bit. This is your celery. And your water chestnut. So we're going to toss that around, and you're going to let the chicken broth boil, and it's going to start just cooking the celery and the water chestnuts lightly. And remember, I have all those little leaves in here, these little leaves from the celery that taste so good in this dish. And again, celery is good for you. And so are the water chestnuts, but there's really no calories there. So this is going to be brought to a boil, and you're going to saute these vegetables in the chicken broth for about 5 to 6 minutes. You can see I've really cooked this down to half of the chicken broth. Now I'm going to add your soy sauce, your garlic and your ginger, and you're going to stir that around also and let all of these flavors blend. You can see that the soy sauce has given it a little brown in color. I can smell the garlic and the ginger, and you can see the garlic and ginger sort of thicken the sauce up just a little bit. Keep moving that around. The next thing we're going to add is the peanut butter. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to lower our flame, and we're going to slowly just start to bring in together the peanut butter, the chicken broth, the ginger, the garlic, and the low sodium soy sauce, and we stir. Oh my goodness. So you stir until it's all blended, and the garlic and the peanut butter and the ginger have all formed this delicious flavor. You can see how nice and thick that has gotten now. Keep stirring. And the last thing we're going to add is the spaghetti. Was 2 cups of spaghetti. So now you start to blend the peanut with the noodles. So look now, the water chestnuts, the celery, the garlic, the ginger, the soy sauce, the noodles, and the peanut butter. And there is your nutty noodle dish. And let me show you how you can present it. Look, you get 1 cup and a quarter of the the Chinatown Nutty Noodle dish. So you can see this is 4 servings of 1 cup and a quarter. Now look what I found. This is a little julienne, and you can buy this in most of your supermarkets or on the internet. And come close, let me show you what it does. Here are some little cucumbers, and you just push it down like this, and look what happens. You're julienning the cucumbers. No cutting, just takes a little going downward. You should always have it against a surface so you don't cut yourself, and you just keep doing this and going all around and getting all of these really delicious julienne pieces. So here's what it looks like. So I take the cucumber and put it all around the dish. And remember, cucumbers are free too, so you can have as much of the cucumbers as you want. And then some little chopped green onions, some of the white and some of the green will go on top. And those little dried chili flakes can be scattered also a little bit. And look at this. It's not 35 grams of fat per serving. No. It is 5 grams of fat per serving. Now, I found some old deal-a-meal cards just to show you what 1 portion of this Chinatown peanut nutty noodle dish. Look how I said that. It's going to cost you, for the peanut butter, 1 protein and 1 fat, and it's going to cost you 1 starch for the half a cup of pasta, and everything else is free. Enjoy this dish.